Good evening, Naledi and the viewers. We are at Odi Correctional Service. It's just in Mabopani. And we just arrived now. As you can see, those prisoners are being rounded out outside the Alpha unit of the male prison. But
good morning, guys. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter. I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. I'm disappointed in Groenewald. Hukom. You know, I was expecting action when this man was appointed as the Minister of Correctional Services. You know, I think sometimes people get into government and realize things are different than being the opposition, because he was so visible and loud when he was still in the opposition. Now that he's within the GNU, like, I was looking forward to seeing prisoners working for what they are eating in prison. I was looking forward to seeing them. The action that we were told was going to happen, I don't know, did I miss anything? If I missed anything, kindly let me know in the comment section. Maybe there has been a serious developments that I missed, because I don't want the wishy-washy that we are used to. I just want somebody who has their hands on deck, just doing things that we see. Anyway, guys, let me not hold you. Please do watch how they raided South Africa's most notorious prisons last night. Do enjoy. I'll see you right at the end with my closing commentary.
good evening, Naledi and the viewers. We are at Odi Correctional Service. It's just in Mabopani. And we just arrived now. As you can see, those prisoners are being rounded out outside the Alpha unit of the male prison. But let me bring in quickly the spokesman for the Correctional Services, Groenewald, who's just going to tell us more about this raid. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsroom Africa. Just tell us why we're here and the purpose of this raid.
It's part and parcel of cleaning our facilities, moving all illegal items. So we pounce at any facility and announce. So even tonight, the reason why we're here.
Odi Correctional Center. Have you heard anything about this center?
No, it's more about removing illegal items. The National Commissioner will give you more details as we continue with the operation.
What are you hoping to find here?
No, we want to remove illegal items if there are any.
Now, as you can hear, the spokesperson for the Correctional Services, Groenewald, telling us that, look, the reason for this visit here or this raid is to remove illegal substances, and they've heard that some of these prisons, there may be notorious prisons like Kgosi Mampuru, Mangaung prison, which are famous, but what they have heard, their intelligence, is that prisons such as this, which are just outside the townships, that is where contrabands are smuggled in and dangerous weapons. So they will be doing this search tonight here, and it's the beginning of many searches to come in prisons like this in the region and across the country. So unfortunately, the commissioner, Khale, has just went into one of the prisons. We will be speaking to him later on during the course of the night. This raid has just started, Naledi. As you can see, some of those prisoners being taken out. I can tell you that it was a surprise visit. We, as a media as well, were kept not much in the loop with regards to this raid. They did not want to leak any information to the public about this search. So they are conducting it right now. Later on, we will get a briefing from the commissioner on what they found and more on the purposes of such raids. And I can tell you that some of the prisoners, it was almost bedtime for them. So they chose this time specifically because they said it was just after visitation hours, around 6 o'clock, and they know that during those times, some prisoners would be visited by family, friends, or people, and the smuggling of illegal substances and illegal things, that's when it happens during those visits. So we will have more later on in the bulletins after the search is complete, and we'll know what was found and more about searches or raids like this, Naledi.
Interesting when you're able, though, Skara, to get, I suppose, a look in as to, how they go about doing these raids. I see that one individual there found with what looks like a little container of snuff. The question, of course, being what is inside that very container. I imagine that information perhaps going to come a little later as this raid takes place. Look at that. Cigarettes, of course, are being found in the possession of one of those inmates at the Odi Correctional Centre. The reality, of course, being that we've seen quite a few of these sort of raids, certainly over the past year. I think about just under a year ago, it would have been in July 2024, another raid inside Sun City Prison that saw, illegal substances. It's found dagga, flat screen television, even video gaming, paraphernalia in the possession of these inmates at that particular facility a year ago. But talk to me about just really the process of how it is that they, I suppose, and I should say the word process, these inmates, right? You talk about it being absolutely top secret. So a real intention of not wanting it to be known that this raid will take place so as to get the inmates off guard. But once they do enter the facility, talk to me about how they're processed through this raid and your understanding of how you see that playing out at the moment, Skara, as we hope to get to the perspective of the Commissioner.
And Naredi, just to point out as well that it's not just the keeping it secret for the inmates and us, but also the officials here at this facility. When we arrived, Naledi, we stopped at the gate for briefly about 10 minutes. That's when officials here were told that the National Commissioner is here and will be conducting this raid. So it's not just a kept hush-hush, if I should use that word, for us as the media, but also for members of the correctional service at these facilities. And the commissioner telling us that they know that some of their members as well may be involved in assisting prisoners with smuggling of this illegal substances or the items that you spoke about as well. So they will be doing these searches unannounced to other facilities as well, to what he calls uprooting some of the corruption that is taking place within the correctional services system. So perhaps let me just step closer and just listen in.
Money, that is not allowed, isn't it? First of all.
That's one of the officials who arrived with the National Commissioner, telling the prisoners that they are going to line themselves on the wall, just telling them that they know that there are illegal substances which are not allowed in the facility, just pleading with them for those who have substances to take them out. The raid continues in the unit, which is behind me, which to some of them. But back to what you mentioned, Naledi, about some the officials being committed in.
So certainly some trouble now with some of that connectivity, but Skara there at that correctional facility near Mabubanu. A surprise visit there by the Commissioner to that particular facility. So the facility themselves also not expecting to see this particular raid, but interesting as you're able to hear there, the issue being raised with some of those inmates that even money not allowed, and some of that being just some of the things that will be found. And an opportunity for us to really even start to see what things really look like inside of the cells of our very own correctional centres. And of course, we are hoping to hear from the National Correctional Services Commissioner, who is also there in Pretoria as part of this raid, and will speak to us about what they expect to find, and also what these raids actually do for the Department of Correctional Services and officials, and ensuring that there's constant accountability within our centres. Skara Amafokwane on the ground there, and we will check in with him later as that raid does continue.
All I want to know, is this helping us as a country? Because we have seen raids before. How does it help us? How does it help us? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like in South Africa, we react to things. If we are not reacting to things, we just do things like we are not looking at getting serious results from it. Like, this rate is a one-day thing. Though they're saying these are going to be done very often, but they always say that, and you don't see it happening. Like, what is wrong? What is wrong with us? Why are other countries able? But okay, when I'm saying other countries, I'm talking about countries that are outside of Africa, because, the buy is too low to even use any country in Africa. Yes, why? How come the continent is so rich, yet we behave like we are so cursed? Guys. Anyway, if you watched up to here, thank you for watching my videos. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Do have yourself a gorgeous day.